Welcome to the 14th International Conference on the Intelligent Human-Computer Interaction. My name is Nigora Gulyamova, and I am the Director of Indian Uzbek Center for Information Technologies, and I will be your guide to this session today. I am so delighted to see all of you here, eager to engage with challenges emerging in the complex interaction between machine intelligence and human intelligence. To all of you attending here physically in person, but also to those who are joining us remotely, this is a hybrid event organized on-site and online by the Tashkent University of Information Technologies, Koikisim Research Foundation, and Korea Institute of Convergent Signal Processing. Let me please express at this point a big thanks to our partners for their contributions and their commitment in organizing this conference. Today, we are gathered for this important occasion to have an honor of hearing professionals and distinguished experts discussing solutions in human-computer interaction. It is gratifying to note that the agenda of the conference covers a wide range of interesting themes relating to this field. I wish you a very productive conference with exciting and encouraging presentations and exchange of knowledge. Thank you for having joined our conference. It is now my very great pleasure to invite our Honorable Rector of the Tashkent University of Information Technologies to open the ceremony and deliver the opening remarks. Please give a warm welcome on stage to the Dr. Bakhtiar Mahkamov.
Thank you very much. First of all, dear honorable speakers, it's an honor to speak to such a distinguished person as you. I've heard a lot of good things about this conference. I know where it was last time. Thank you for coming here, and I hope you will enjoy being here in our university. You know, our university has a great history, almost 70 years. So that's why I'm more than sure that we have enough experience and you have enough experience to share it, and it will be both beneficial for both sides. Thank you very much, and let me start official. The fourth International Conference on Intelligent Human-Computer Interaction is an opportunity for us to discuss the key points of research, information, and communication technologies. And we explore research challenges emerging in the complex interaction between machine intelligence and human intelligence. Today, the world is turning to technologies to make society viable and dynamic, to accelerate competitiveness in the conditions of increasing globalization and achieving sustainable development. At this point, the prosperity of science and research technologies and their appreciation play a critical role. Today, within the framework of IHCI 2022 conference, we all are here to share our important knowledge and discuss them from different viewpoints, as well as AI and ACI. Using this chance, I want to deliver my gratitude to organizers of conference, especially to the efforts of Professor Hakimjon Zainuddinov and Professor Dhananjay Singh. I would like to highlight the cooperation of keynote speakers and tutorial session speakers who dedicate their time and efforts to share modern knowledge and interesting talks. Dear friends, thank you very much for coming and enjoy the conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bakhtiar Mahkamov, for your welcoming speech. Thank you also for your leadership and putting tremendous amount of effort into improving and developing our university. Now, let us have the pleasure of listening notes of welcome from the event organizers who has contributed to make a vibrant conference program, including keynote and invited talks by top scientists and powerful experts who have worked in both industry and academia. I am profusely elated to take an opportunity to introduce internationally recognized as outstanding researcher in computer science, computing, and artificial intelligence, the head of the Department of Artificial Intelligence of Tashkent University of Information Technologies, Doctor of Technical Sciences, Professor Hakimjon Zainuddinov. Professor, please, the floor is yours.
Assalomu alaykum, hurmatli konferensiyamiz qatnashchilari, Toshkentga va bizning universitetimizga xush kelibsizlar. Ushbu xalqaro konferensiya yillik konferensiya hisoblanib, inson intellekti va kompyuter intellekti orasidagi muloqot jarayonida yuzaga keladigan murakkab muammolarni taqdid etishni maqsad qilib olgan. Bu an'anaviy tadbir bugungi kunda COVIDdan keyingi davr uchun interaktiv texnologiyalarga bag'ishlanadi. Konferensiyamiz bu yil 14-marta o'tkazilmoqda va ushbu konferensiyaga Toshkent shahri va bizning Toshkent axborot texnologiyalari universiteti mezbonlik qilmoqda. Konferensiyamizda 15 ta davlatdan 40 dan ortiq professorlar qatnashmoqda. Sizlarga ma'lumki, konferensiyamiz yuqori darajadagi konferensiya. Konferensiya materialiga kirgan har bitta maqola Scopus bazasida 2-kvartil bilan indekslangan. Bizning komandamiz barcha qatnashchilarni sho'ba majlislari muvaffaqiyatli o'tkazilishi uchun, har bir qatnashchini yaxshi kayfiyatda bo'lishi uchun hamma sharoitlarni yaratishga harakat qildik. Agar sizlarda biror muammo tug'ilsa, bizning komandamiz a'zolariga murojaat qilishingiz mumkin va ular sizlarga yordam berishadi. Dear participants, welcome to Uzbekistan. Welcome to our university. Our team will do everything to make all participants feel good, successfully held session meetings, and had a good rest. If you have any question at any time, you can contact any member of our team and they will help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor, for your speech. Well, the next dignitary to honor us with his presence is the Professor of Indian Institute of Information Technology in Allahabad, India, Professor Uma Shankar Tiwari. He has experience of teaching and research experience of more than 32 years in the area of computer science and information technology, with special interest in computer vision, image processing, speech and language processing, human-computer interaction, and information extraction and retrieval. He is a fellow of the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers and senior member of the world's largest technical professional organization, the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. He has delivered lectures, chaired many sessions at IEEE international conferences. I would now like to invite Professor Uma Shankar Tiwari to the podium. Please welcome, Professor. Thank you.
A very good morning and assalamu alaikum to everyone. Honorable Rector, Professor Bakhtiar, Professor Hakim Jan, Professor Dhananjay, many learned, distinguished guests here from different parts of the world, including South Korea. We have a big team from South Korea, a big team from India, and of course, Tashkent and Uzbekistan will have a biggest team, and many other parts, Netherlands and Austria, and I don't know. There are more than 15 countries are represented here. Last year, when we started to talk about where the next venue will be, then someone suggested that it should be here in Uzbekistan, TUIT. I was not very sure. You know, it was the time of COVID. All over the world, the whole thing has been disturbed a lot. And what is most lost in the whole last 2.5 years is the education. So the educational institutes all over the world has suffered a lot, including our dear students who have tried to do many things more, lost many lives, but then we can't do anything. So what we gave the topic of this is that interactive technologies, and that is my viewpoint. I will talk about that for a few minutes onto that, why interactive technologies. But the topic name here was the interactive technology in the post-COVID era. Now, mind the word post, and I was talking of 1 year before. So talking of post-COVID era 1 year before was a huge responsibility, you know. I did not know I will be able to attend it here or not. I was not knowing that many of our distinguished friends from all over the world will come at a point, will merge at a point to talk about, to exchange ideas or not. But even that, thanks to Professor Dhananjay and Professor Hakim John, who said that we will do everything to make this conference a success. And I can see today that it is really a big success. Give a big hand to it, all of you. Dear friends, I don't see conference as a competitive conference where there are many technical persons of the world coming and then showing how much intelligent they are. Any technology is for serving the humanity. And for serving that humanity, we have to develop technology and apply it. It should not be market driven only. Of course, market is important. We cannot whisk away the importance of the budgeting and the money and the business process going on. But that should not be the prime focus. That cannot be the prime objective of that. We develop technologies and the applications of that are developed 10 years later. So scientists of the world has to develop first science and then convert them into technologies, then create products, and then it comes to the application in the society. But this whole process takes a lot of time. And who will invest during that time? That is the more important part. So I see conference as a platform, as a conglomeration where most of the people from the world will come together and discuss with each other at the equal level. It is not necessary that it should be from USA or it should be from India or it should be from some other developed countries. It should be Uzbekistan also, it should be other developed countries also, it can be Africa, it can be in other areas. So our purpose is to bring this conference every year in different parts of the world. So we had in Europe, last year we had in USA, we had in India in the beginning 7-8 times. And then we had this also in South Korea and many more countries of the world. So we are bringing this conference at different parts of the world. And from different parts of the world, people will collaborate. It is not the work of only the people of Uzbekistan to organize this conference. It is all of our work. And IHCI has the two words. One is computer and other is human. Please note that any other engineering has no human part into it. Okay. So IHCI has a human. And what is this human doing? Human is, you have to model a human being. And therefore, all over the world, starting from 1956, when there was a conference at MIT in USA, people decided that cognitive psychology should be separated, cognitive science should be separated from cognitive psychology. And therefore, they separated the psychology part from the cognitive science. And all of the engineering institutes in USA have a department called cognitive science. And what we have started with is a cognitive computing last year in our department. So this cognitive science is basically talking about the human brain. That is the fastest computer of the world is human brain. You cannot find, there are 100 billion neurons working together. Each neuron can have 10,000 connections to the other neurons. And in that way, there are 10 to the power 15 number of connections which it can make. And that kind of processing power, it is a massively parallel serial computer, which no one is able to simulate up till now. IBM has claimed that they have created a computer, simulated a brain, which is equivalent to a macaque brain, which is equivalent to a chimpanzee brain, but not like a human brain. So if you take the model of human brain and try to simulate it onto a computer, and similarly, the vice versa, when we interact with computer, we should not speak the language of computer. Why should I speak the language of computer? Tell me. It is a responsibility of the computer to understand my language. So I will speak in a dialogue way. I will speak in my natural way, and the computer should understand it. And you can see all these Google assistants and all these assistants, Siri and other places, Hey Google, etc., are now learning to understand the human language. So why we should waste our effort in learning computer language? Tell me. So there is no need. Unfortunately, people have gone in a reverse way. We should start working for the computers. No, computers should start working for us. Okay. So that way, the human part is very, very important. Human part remains there. And when we do collaborative work, See here, this is a very important. Can you think about that? 1,000 people collaborate together to work on one design at one project at the same time? No, earlier it was not possible because of the coming of information technology. When we talk about that anywhere from any place and anyone can access this, can connect to it. So we think about 1,000 players playing one game at the same time on network. Was it possible earlier by any other technology? No, it is not. So information technology and interactive technology has given a way to collaborate of thousands of human beings at the same time and creating one thing. Earlier there was horsepower and steam engine, which was collaborated the physical power of many people. Now the mental power of many people can be collaborated through networks, through computers into one design, and one can go for many, many kind of collaborations. So such kind of technologies are coming up. We envisioned it in 2009 when we started this IHCI conference. And at that time, we said that the interaction part should not be considered as only interface. Interaction is more deep, more thicker, rather than a small, thin interface where you just put finger and then interact with the computer. And in the same way, computer is not a single computer placed on the desktop here. A computer is a network which connects all the world. We are talking searching on the Google of thousands of millions of documents, and you don't know where are those documents kept and who are the people from. It can be from Nicaragua, it can be from other places, and all of them are connecting at the same time at the same place. So that kind of power this human computer networks have, that kind of power which we can use, all the humans of the world can come together and work on one platform. That is the concept of human computer interaction. And I'm very, very happy that today it is made possible at this part of the world. So many, many thanks to all the organizers. And I can see here the young rector is sitting here, and I have a great hope onto that, that this university will go ahead with all that. And it is not a one event. I even say it is not a one-day event. All of the participants I'm appealing to that you come together to this. We have created one IHCI society. All of you become a member of it. There are no fees for that today. So please become a member for it, and no money is involved. You have to put your effort. That is the demand. And we will create an IHCI society. We will do conferences every year in every part of the world, and that will be our long-term great success. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, dear professor. And I also can add that we should also think about the ethical side of artificial intelligence, because if it's gonna develop with this stamp, it can disturb and interrupt the human life, the private human life. So that's why I think next time, or maybe in these sessions, we will think about the ethical sides of the using artificial intelligence. Because if it starts to think as us, it will have its own opinion and will start to disturb us also. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Professor. I appreciate the valuable insights you shared with us today. You are right, this conference serves as a platform which collectively possess the competence and the creativity to come up with thousands of big and small solutions towards the intelligent human-computer interaction field. I now give the floor to Dr. Dhananjay Singh. He is a full professor, director of research labs in the Department of Electronics Engineering at Hanguk University of Foreign Studies, South Korea. He is an ACM distinguished speaker and a senior member of ACM and IEEE. He serves as an editor and reviewer for several major conferences and journals. His research interests include Internet of Things for smart city technologies, artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud computing, platform development, and their services. Please welcome on stage Dr. Dhananjay Singh.
Assalamu alaikum, and thank you very much for inviting me here. Very good morning, all of you. And I'm very happy to be here because I have a long association with Professor Hakim Zinedinova, and he always invite me to visit my country, and we can have a very great opportunity to work together. And we are working a long time I always say I will come very soon, very come soon. It takes 15 years to come here, but I came with not alone. I bring lots of expert professors here. We have here around 15 countries professor, and speakers, authors, and participants in this conference. IHCI conference has 25 countries authors paper we have accepted this year. So next 3 days, you are going to hear a lots of work from the different part of the world related to IHCI. And I just would like to emphasize here, this is the 14 years conference, Intelligent Human Computer Interaction. And this topic is not only the computer science and electronics engineering departments. We do interdisciplinary work, which is the combination of all backgrounds, humanities departments. Professors are today here as well as the all engineering departments, arts department, history departments. We try to connect every major to become a SCI member. That is the main part of the human computer interaction. Not only the engineering aspects, we are trying to connect all aspects of the backgrounds who has the interest to provide the supports for the human life, which we can use it. And Professor Tiwari has mentioned very detailed information about what is the human computer interaction and what is about the SCI conference. So I just would like to just more focus on today's this 14th year's IHCI conference. This year we have received around 148 papers, and we selected only 60 papers and around 10 papers from the expert invited speakers. So we have very strong, and their team who has reviewed this paper, we have around 250 technical TPC members, and each paper reviewed by 3 experts. And then after reviews and major revision, we accepted around 60 papers, which is going to be next 3 days sessions. We divided each session 6 papers with 1 invited speaker, and all invited speakers are the well-known expert in their field. So I would like to request all of you to please join session next 3 days. And all sessions are going to be afternoon. Morning session, we have keynote speakers, and all keynote speakers from different part of the world. I just would like to emphasize here, we have Professor Degi Kang, General Chair of the IHCI conference. Professor Gupta is here. He just arrived, I think 1 hour earlier, early morning. So he's also, I can see him here. So he came from USA. Professor Degi Kang came from South Korea, Dongcho University. I have keynote speaker, Professor Kim. He is from Yonsei University in South Korea, and he is going to deliver his keynote talk tomorrow. I have another keynote speaker, local professor here, and he after me, he's going to give keynote session. What is his name? Professor Musai is here. He is going to deliver his talk as well. Professor, I'm talking about you. And after that, we have another keynote speakers. Professor Gupta is also, he's going to deliver talk tomorrow. And I have 12 invited speakers here. Around, I can say that 8 speakers, invited speakers are already here. They are going to deliver on site. Some of the speakers going to deliver online sessions here.